Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's get into your reading, Sag. Let's see what's going on with you. Today, we are doing a general energy check-in. So let's just check in. Let's see what we get. We have a change in the wind. Okay, could be changing the way you're doing things. Could be a big change coming through. But this is all about change. So let's talk about this change. Let's see what this change is. Let's see whether it's instigated or being forced. We'll talk about, we have you. Well, we start this reading with Sagittarius. Oh, it was upside right. Well, that doesn't make any sense, but it was the right side up. Queen of Wands in reverse. No. Queen of Wands. Hermit in reverse. Okay. All right. The Nine of Pentacles, a very independent energy here. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. We'll see what that Hermit in reverse is. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's a... What you thinking about, Sag? What you thinking about? I think there's the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's what you're thinking about. Page of Pentacles, the Star. Could be an apology, could be a fresh start. Maybe someone owes you an apology, someone reaching out to apologize. Let's find out, because with the Hermit in reverse is typically like, you're feeling misunderstood. You know, it's my Misfit Island card, right? You're on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Island. You're feeling like a misfit. You're feeling misunderstood. What's this misunderstanding? What's this feeling? What's going on with Sag here? Let's understand that a little bit. Ten of Cups. Could be a family thing. Ten of Cups. Whoa, whoa. I got butterfingers this morning. That's what's up. Okay. Ten of Cups. The World. Four of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Stars sideways. This is like a... you don't know what you want anymore type of energy. The Nine of Wands, you're definitely feeling like, yeah, whoever this person is, we'll find out who this person is, but the energy here, Sag, just feeling misunderstood, disrespected, not, there's like an energy where you don't know what you want anymore, right? Let's say this is your sister, your brother. You don't really like the way they're treating you, the things that they said. You know, you had a disagreement or a misunderstanding, and you just see the side of them that you don't like. This is a past energy. So it's already happened. You're already coming into the reading feeling, you know, lost, misunderstood, disrespected, like misfit here, like they're just not listening to you. So you did decide to let go and walk away from that person. You could have, you know, if it's your brother, sister, mom, dad, it is some kind of family, or it could be a friend that feels like a family, right? But you have distanced yourself and pulled yourself back because you didn't like what happened here, Sag. But I do feel like there's an element where it's like, but you want to keep the peace, right? You don't want to be fighting with this person. You don't want to be arguing with this person, but you really don't like what they said or did, or how they treated you, or their point of view or perspective. So there's just a very strong disagreement coming into the reading, and now you're not uncertain of kind of how you feel or what you want. There's an uncertain energy here. Okay, so then we come into the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very independent energy. There's the King of Cups. We have the King and the Queen of Cups. Could be a partner. It could be your partner here. And the Nine of Wands. Your feelings are hurt. But do they know? You don't know. What the heck happened? There's confusion. So it's like you don't even know if they know that they offended you, or that they care maybe. It might be more that you don't know if they care. You don't know if they care. But you want to kind of, I feel like with the Ace of Swords here and the Two of Pentacles, you could be going back and forth. Maybe you're going to reach out. Maybe you want to reach out. Could be their energy. We'll find out. But there's a little bit of back and forth energy here of wanting to talk about things, but not being, it's like you want to speak your truth, but you don't know if they'll care. Or if that's not your energy, they want to speak their truth, but they don't know if you're going to care. I'll understand that a little bit more as we go through, Sag. Because here we go with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Can we work on this? Can we get through this, right? Can we come back from whatever it was that said or happened, that disagreement? Three of Pentacles. You're both going to have to want to work on it. But does the other person want to work on it? And that's the High Priestess. You don't know. And there's the Eight of Wands. You're only going to know by talking to this person. I want to come over to the Queen of Cups in reverse, Sag, and I'm going to see if someone does reach out, because that is the overall energy here, is a reach out. But is it wish? There's the King of Swords and oh shiznick. Oh, we're gonna talk about that reach out. Okay, the masculine reaches out here. Hold on. Let's start first of all by the Queen of Cups in reverse. What? We have the Queen of Cups in. What's up with this person? Do you guys just not see eye to eye on something here? Oh wait, there's a card in between. They're being very stubborn. Okay, it is just one person, and the masculine is the Emperor, presenting as the different kings. But they're presenting as the King of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse. Like, talk about contrasting energy, like Dr. Jekyll, Dr. Hyde energy. This person ain't, like, these are two two totally different sides of somebody here. And what I can see from here, Sag, is they're being stubborn, they're being resistant, they're not seeing something, right? And you think it's time they see it. And I actually feel like you are going to reach out here. It doesn't go well. I think that's what the change in the wind is. How's this conversation? What happens? Because I do feel you initiate, reach out, or if you're talking to the person, then you just want to discuss the disagreement, what it was that happened. But you're the one that I feel initiates this conversation with this person. And again, if I'm wrong and if it's just reversed in your reading, just reverse it. But why are they the King of Swords in reverse? How does the conversation go? What happens here? The Death. That's what happens here. The Two of Wands. You see that this person's never going to change. You know, it's okay to agree on things and it's okay to disagree on things, but when we disagree on things, we kind of still have to respect the other person's opinions or feelings. We can't just disregard it, right? We're not... Okay, well, we can't just disregard it. So I feel like it was just like, you're just like thrown to the side, just a piece of shit on the side of the road here, completely disregarded. And this conversation makes you realize it's time that you need to make a change with this friendship, connection, relationship, partnership. And I actually see you making the decision to move in a new direction. I don't feel, yeah, there's the Judgment. And the Death fell in reverse. Cards are flying everywhere, falling everywhere here. The Death fell in reverse, which tells me that you were resistant to want to make this decision, right? You've been married 40 years. You don't want to divorce. You don't want this. You know, it's your mom, your dad. You don't want this. Your brother, sister, it's like you don't want this. But the way that you're being treated is just a way that you can't allow them to treat you anymore. Like I said, it's okay to have disagreements, but you have to still be respectful to the person you're disagreeing with. And I don't think they were. I don't think they are. I think they crossed the line here, Sag, and you're realizing that it's just wishful thinking that they're going to change or respect or see your side of your point of view, or even just like agree to disagree, not bring it up again. But we still have to be courteous and respectful, and I don't feel they were. I feel you were resistant to make this choice. And Sag, you're about to make a very painful decision because you're going to make the decision to walk away from this person. For good, for temporary, is it for good, for temporary? Is it forever, or is it just a break here, you know, a little withdrawal? You think it's a waste of your time. For good, you think it's a waste of your time. It's never gonna... Basically, you know it's not something that you can get over. They're not gonna change whatever it was that happened. It was crossing the line. You're walking away for good, Sag. It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your effort, it's a waste of your energy, and you're not doing it anymore. Okay, so this reading is all about you making a big change when it comes to a friendship or a relationship or a connection in your life. You're not gonna be treated this way. Is there any advice or anything else? Whoa, Ace of Cups is in reverse and the Page of Wands is in reverse. That's your advice? You might not be wrong that they don't care. This is not really saying... This is once you realize, like once you bring up this conversation and you're greeted with this person and the King of Swords in reverse, which is my asshole card, of course. It's just now less is more. Do you want to sit there and argue with this person? Do you really want to sit there and go back and forth? Do you really want to defend yourself? Do you really want to do that? Or is what's best for you is simply just walk away and keep your pride, keep your ego, keep everything in check and just walk away. And sometimes that's really what's best, right? If they're getting a little out of control, and I feel like they are, and I feel like you really might want to defend yourself, or you might want to get caught up in it, or whatever it is, but the message here is if they don't respect you, respect yourself, and sometimes some people aren't worth it, and if they really don't care, well, what's the point of saying it? They don't care, so just walk away and say it to someone else. That's the advice, that's the message. Keep certain things to yourself here, because are they going to use it against Sag, or why are you saying that? Why are you telling Sag, like, not to say that? Let's understand that a little bit more. What? For a pen. It'll be, okay. It'll be like, you ever had, like, it's like an oversharing experience. You'll regret saying it. It'll be like, God, I shouldn't have said that. Man, you know, they didn't care. I shouldn't have said that. Gosh, who are they going to tell now? So it's better to just let go and move forward than maybe oversharing or sharing something personal with someone who's not going to be respectful towards that emotion that you're expressing, Sag. Okay, that is the energy I have around you right now. So let's grab some oracles. We'll see what they want to say. We'll come back into the tarot. And Sag, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Robin. I hope you're enjoying your reading. And for those of you that are returning, thank you, Sag, for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you're liking this, if you're resonating with it, comment, let me know what's going on, what this person did. And of course, like and hype, it definitely helps the channel, helps the reading. Thanks for your support, Sag. I always appreciate that. Now, let's get your oracles out. Let's get back into the reading. Surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action and begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. We got a little bit of passion. Okay, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Do you want to get the Akashic Record? Then we'll get back into the tarot. What's the Akashic Record? Gift from Fate. Oh, hold on. I left a card behind here. We got to get that bad boy too. 1 second. Okay. Fate sometimes surprises us. So it might be an opportunity or a person, but cherish these gifts and treat them with gratitude because they're going to make your life better. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. We'll see what comes through here in your potential outcome. Because we also have expectation. Love or other happiness is lurking around the corner. It will be something much better than your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Can we learn a little bit more about this gift from Fate before we get... No, they're telling me to get into the potential outcome, and we'll learn about this gift from Fate. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, Sag, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are at the end of June. Right now, it's the end of May, 26th, 27th, somewhere around there. Let's see where you are 30 days from now, at the end of June. However, it is a timeless reading, so this is 30 days from when you are finding and watching this. Let's see how you're doing. All right. Yeah, the Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Six of Swords. Moving on. Where are you going? What's coming to you? Where are you headed? What you attracted? The Nine of Swords. What the fuck? It's not the card we want to be moving towards. What is this Nine of Swords? Judgment. There's your gift from Fate. Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. This is two very different energies coming through here. You have a decision to make over here, but this is basically telling us you let go of this person. With the King of Swords, again, they're just presenting as very emotionally distant or aloof. So they're not going to change. The Nine of Cups, you know they're not going to change. It is who it is. They are who they are. And whatever happens here, you're moving on. You've learned your lesson. I do want to see what the lesson is, and then we're going to go over here. Because the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, that's the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands is maybe holding on to the stress or holding on to the burdens or trying to release them. What's the lesson, though? What's the lesson there for Sag? What did this person, what was this experience teaching them? The reason I'm asking is the Six of Swords is our spiritual test and transition card, right? It does tell you you're going from rocky waters to smooth water, baby, but they taught you something. The Knight of Wands. Oh. It taught you boundaries and self-respect. The Knight of Wands here with the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, it's like you don't like how someone's making you feel. They're making you feel left out, making you feel crappy, making you feel less than. They're offensive, they're hurting your feelings, or whatever that would be. And it's teaching you, instead of going back and forth on that, if you don't like the way that somebody is making you feel and they're not respecting your feelings, someone you need to distance yourself from. You need self-respect. No matter how important that person is, people are going to treat you how you let them treat you. You don't have to burn bridges, fight with everybody. Some people just withdraw your energy, some people you put them at an arm's length. And some folks, you gotta burn those bridges. You'll know your situation. But that's the message here, is instead of going back and forth and questioning it and wondering, it's, do you like how you're being treated? If the answer to that question is no, then you know what you need to do. And that's basically what this person was teaching you, or this experience. Now let's talk about this gift from Fate, because we have the Page of Wands, the Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. Now you're worried about some kind of decision. You're worried about something. So, what is it? What's Page of Wands? What is coming through for Sag here in the next month? Justice! Whoa! Justice is being served on a silver platter for Sagittarius. The Nine of Cups, there's the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely something worth investing. Well, whatever was taken from you, you're going to get that back. But it's not clear to me what was taken. The Five of Swords, your happiness, the Sun, the Death. So if this is like a friend or a partner or a job or a coworker, if it was a family member, you're going to get what you deserve. The Justice and the Knight of Cups. What does that mean? Justice and the Knight of Cups is feeling appreciated, feeling valued. Oh. Oh. Sometimes heart makes the distance grow fonder. The gift from fate, Sag, was your self-respect is the gift from fate, because it made this person realize how much they do appreciate you, how much they value you, not to mess around, you know, pay attention to your feelings because they matter too. Now you have a decision to make because they're coming through apologizing. They're coming through with Justice and the Nine of Cups. Now they're saying what you want to hear. Now they're making you feel appreciated and valued. Now they're seeing your side of your perspective, your view, they're seeing your side. So why is Sag worried? Why is the Nine of Swords there? What is Sag thinking? You think they're lying to you? You think they're just saying whatever you wanted to hear because they didn't get what they wanted from you? Can this work? What is your intuition telling you, not your emotions? Okay, so have they changed? Are they just saying what Sag wants to hear? You know, music to your ears, you know, as Dr. Dre says, an eargasm. Drip, 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 drip. Yeah, pretty sure. Eargasm. Dr. Dre. If it's not. I haven't heard No Diggity in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's Dr. Dre. Okay. Maybe we gotta get back into the 90s music here and put some on. Anyway, lovers. Woo. Wow. Well, whatever happened here, they were stressed. When you took this course of action, it really shocked them. They didn't expect it. I think this person took it for granted, Sag. You know, especially if it's a family member or partner. Sometimes family treats people or family the worst because they always think their family's going to be there for them. But blood isn't always thicker than water, and you still got to respect your freaking family. You can't just treat them like shit because they're your blood, right? This person was really surprised. I really do think they thought that or just took it for granted. They're pretty stressed out by this. What I see is someone who just really realized what's important to them, and yeah, they're going to be in a totally different tune here. They might even be groveling and sucking up to you a little bit, kissing your ass, because they know that this is like, I don't know why I was stupid. Look, that's exactly what this is. Look at this person, like, I don't know why I did that. I was stupid. Like I said, took you for granted, always thought you'd be there, never thought you'd, walk away or defend yourself, or, I'm not going to say defend yourself, everyone knows a Sag is going to defend them, but when a Sag goes silent, that's when you know a Sag is done. So they didn't like that, Sagittarius. They didn't like that they knew you were done. And it really made them realize how important they are. So yeah, they are going to change their tune. They have made some changes here with the way that they view you or their perspective, and you do have a decision to make. But the point of the reading is they are going to come back and they are going to say everything that you want to hear. And trust your intuition. Right? You're going to be emotionally reactive. You're going to be happy. And that's, I feel, why you've jumped over into this, wrong card, this energy, because you want to make sure that, they're not just saying what you want to hear, right? Actions speak louder than words. So give them a shot, see if they do or don't, but trust your intuition. The High Priestess was there. Don't overthink it. Don't over question it. If your intuition's telling you that it's worth a shot, take the risk. If it's not, then trust your gut. But you will have that choice to make in a month from now. All right, Sag, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So I just sure hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and if you did, and if you're interested in a personal one, I am still open. You will find the link in the description box, but also pinned in the comment section. And Sag, let's close your reading off today with your yes or no question. What's the answer for you, baby? What's the answer? Yes or no? Are you ready to rumble? It is. By no means. Okay, Sag, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.